In Unit 3, we're going to be doing an activity called Compare and Contrast Careers. And these are the different items that we're going to be looking at as we research our career. Again, this is Unit 3. And we're going to be looking at career categories, meaning occupation groups, duties and skills, salary, training and education, and job outlook. And we're going to take all this information from either the O-Net website or the Occupational Outlook Handbook. The next document in that assignment is this here, and it says Activity Research Your Career Choices. In this activity, you'll use the Occupational Outlook Handbook or the O-Net online to find specific career information. You'll record your research into a compare and contrast chart. The chart is helpful resource to help you with your career choices, whether they're very similar or different. The instructions are: 1. Download or open the activity worksheet, Compare and Contrast Careers Chart. I'm going to stop for a moment and do just that. So I've opened up the Compare and Contrast Careers Chart. It's over here on the right hand side. You'll see that it's worth 36 points. In order to type on the document, you need to come up here to the top and click on Enable Editing, and then you can record your answers. The instructions are the same here as they are here, so I'm going to follow along with the instructions over on this side. Instructions. Now, this part is very important. Where do you find the careers that you're going to research? To date, we've done quite a bit of research in the Career Vision Surveys 1 through 4, in the VARC assessment, and then also in the O-Net assessment. You're going to use either Career Vision Survey 4 or the O-Net Profiler results. So you see here, number 1, choose at least one career group or related occupation from your O-Net Interest Profiler. So your one career has to come from the O-Net. Now choose a second career group, and that second career group can be either from the O-Net, from your Career Vision Survey, or you can choose a career group of your choice that may not have been included in your results from either of the assessments. You're to choose two career groups. One must be from the O-Net. The other can be from the O-Net, from Career Vision Survey 4, or it could be a career group choice that did not appear in any of your results in the assessments. So in order to find your results from the O-Net or from the Career Vision Survey, you would go to your classroom, your D2L, and you're going to open up the results by clicking on the Progress tab, scroll down to Quizzes, and then click on Graded Attempts. Scroll down to Unit 3 and find, in this case, the O-Net Interest Profiler. And that's where you'll find to remind yourself of the different career groups that the O-Net identified for you as careers that might be interesting to you. So again, to find your results from the O-Net, you go to your classroom home page, click on Progress, scroll down to Quizzes, click on Graded Attempts, scroll down to Unit 3, and in this case we're going to look for the O-Net Profiler results. So I found my O-Net results, and on the table below, enter the titles of your top 2 career choices next to number 1 and number 2. Remember, one of these must come from the O-Net Interest Profiler. The other one can come from the O-Net. It could come from Career Vision Survey, or it could be a career that you have interest in that did not show up in your assessments. So I'm going to go ahead and enter number 1 as the results from my O-Net, which told me that I was interested in and would be good at being a high school teacher. My next career that I want to research is one that I've always wanted to do, did not show up in either my Career Vision Survey or my O-Net Profiler, but that was broadcasting. Next, it says, explain your choice. Why did you pick this career? Well, number 1 came from the O-Net. Want to help people. enjoy working indoors. So list all the reasons why this career is interesting to you and where the thought of doing that career comes from. Next is broadcasting. This comes from my own interest. It's one that enjoy in front of the camera. And performing. Obviously, I've not thought about that. So that's why I chose those two. Next, open up the Occupational Outlook Handbook and or the O-Net online to do your research. These are both live links. I'm going to open them both up, but you only need to use one or the other, or you can choose to use both. So I went ahead and opened up both the O-Net online as well as the Occupational Outlook Handbook. Now, in order to search your careers on the O-Net online, all you need to do is come down here to the search bar and type in the career that you're interested in, hit go. Here are all the different jobs that are in that career group or career cluster. I'm interested in a secondary school teacher, so I'm going to click on it. And here's all the information you could ever ask for about being a high school teacher. You could click here for tasks, technology skills, tools used, knowledge, skills, abilities, work activities, job zone. Let's take a look at the education. So here's where you would find information about the education for being a teacher. All that information is included right there. I'm going to do my research, however, in the Occupational Outlook Handbook. Basically, same thing. Come up here, you can either search over here in the career groups, or over here in the search bar, just type in the career that you're interested in. Hit go. Here are all the different, again, career groups that you might be interested in. I'm interested in a high school teacher. I click on it. And here's the information that I need. Now again, you can use either one of these two websites. It's up to you. So I've opened up both of the websites. I searched for my first career choice, high school teacher. I looked around just a little bit. Now I'm going to come down here to the chart. Again, I'm going to type my career name here. Nature of the work. Nature of the work is the first question over here on the chart. List 3 specific tasks or duties for this career. You need 3 for high school teacher, 3 for broadcasting. So I'm coming over here to the website. And if I click on what do they do, here are duties. And you can choose any number of these. You must list at least 3. So a high school teacher plans lessons. A high school teacher assesses and evaluates students. And grade assignments. Let's say communicate with parents. I'll say that. Next is work environment. So I come over here. Look, it's called just that. I click on work environment, scroll down, and here's about the work environment. And again, you'll see that I'm asking you to list at least 2 specifics about the work environment. Where is this job located? Indoors or outdoors, in big cities, suburban or rural? Will you work with others or by yourself? So on and so forth. Fill that information in there. Work schedule. That is also included in this same tab, work schedule. What time of day or shift will you be working? What days of the week? How many days or hours will you need to work? So on and so forth. Again, choose 2 per career. Next is salary and wage. Now, this is the one that I really want to take some time on. If I've chosen so first of all, I'm going to come over here and click on Pay. And as I look through the website, it says here the median or average annual wage for a high school teacher is $58,030. The lowest 10% earns $38,000, and the highest 10% earns $92,920. So again, we're looking for the average of $58,30. So I'm going to type that in here. Oops. Okay. Now, if the job is one that will earn you a wage, meaning that you're paid by the hour, you're going to have to do some math. So let's say that I'm researching a career, maybe child care worker, that does not offer a salary amount. Say that this $21,000 is not here, but it only offers the per hour of $10.18 per hour. We want to be able to compare apples to apples, so we need to take this per hour wage and convert it to a yearly salary. So in order to do that, I'm going to open up my calculator, and first I'm going to multiply and find out how many hours there are in a full working year. So if I'm a full-time employee, I would be working 8 hours a day times 5 days a week equals 40 hours a week. There are 52 weeks in a year, so I'm going to multiply 40 hours per week times 52 weeks in a year, and that gives me 2,080 hours of work in one entire year. Now I'm going to take that wage of $10.18 and I'm going to multiply it times those numbers of hours. And that, in this case, I would be earning a salary of $21,174. Let me walk you through that one more time. If I have a job, a career that I'm interested in that does not list a salary, it only gives me a wage, I need to figure out how much money I'll be earning per year so that I can compare apples to apples, job to job. So first, I'll be working, if I'm a full-time employee, 8 hours a day times 5 days a week, which is 40 hours, times 52 weeks is 2,080 hours in a year. Now I multiply my wage of $10.18 in this case times the 2,080 hours, and for a yearly salary I will earn $21,174. So again, you need to be able to compare salary, so we need to convert the wage amount into a salary amount, and that's how you do that. Next section, training and education. So look up here in the tabs and you see how to become one. I click on that, and here it lists education. What is the education required of a high school teacher? List that here. Next, what certification, licenses, training, post-secondary degrees, so on and so forth do you need? Again, that's all listed in here. Next question. What knowledge, skills, and abilities do you already have? For instance, I want to be a high school teacher. It requires patience. I have knowledge of my area of study. Again, you need to list at least 2 of those. 2 skills and abilities that you already have. Next, training and education. What knowledge, skills, and abilities do you need to learn? I would list those here. Again, you would read this information here. Next, job outlook. Again, how many jobs will be available at some point in the future? Again, here's that tab, job outlook. This describes it to me right here. Just do a little bit of reading and indicate that there. You're going to save this into your capstone folder, and then you're going to submit it into the Dropbox, compare and contrast careers.